Sometimes life becomes so heavy that you feel like giving up. You pray, you wait, you cry in silence, and still nothing seems to change. Every door looks closed, every dream feels delayed, and your heart starts asking, God, where are you? But listen carefully. Just because God is silent does not mean he has abandoned you. Sometimes heaven is working behind the scenes, while you are fighting battles you cannot understand. The delay is not your destruction, it is preparation for something bigger, stronger, and greater than you imagined. And today this message is for the person who is tired, broken, and losing hope. Don't give up now, because God is about to change your story. There are moments when life tests your faith beyond limits, when people walk away from you, when opportunities disappear, when the money is low, when the pain is high, and when even your own mind starts fighting against you. But what if this season is not meant to break you? What if this season is building the strongest version of you? Every great testimony begins with a painful chapter. Every miracle starts with an impossible situation. And every comeback starts with a season where nothing makes sense. The storm you are facing today is not permanent, it is temporary. And God is using this pain to prepare your victory. You may feel forgotten right now, but heaven has not forgotten your name. God sees every tear you cried at night, every silent prayer you whispered, every moment you almost gave up but still kept going. And the truth is, God often waits until the last moment to show his power. Because when he changes your story, nobody will be able to take the credit except him. The people who doubted you will be shocked. The ones who left you will see your growth. And the same life that once broke you will become proof of God's power in your journey. Remember this, some endings are actually divine beginnings. Maybe God removed certain people because they were blocking your destiny. Maybe certain doors closed because they were leading you to pain. And maybe the waiting season exists because your blessings need the right timing. God's timing is not late, it is perfect, even when you cannot understand it, because if blessings arrived too early, they could destroy you instead of helping you. But God knows exactly when your heart, mind, and spirit are ready for the next level. The enemy wants you to quit right before your breakthrough, because the darkest nights usually happen before sunrise, and many people give up when they are only one step away from their miracle. Don't make that mistake. Hold on a little longer, pray one more time, believe one more time, fight one more day, because your story is not ending in pain. Your story is being rewritten by God himself, and when God writes your future, no human being can stop it. There is power in staying faithful during hard seasons. Anybody can believe when life is easy, but real faith is trusting God when nothing is working. Real faith is waking up with tears in your eyes but still saying, God, I trust you. Real faith is continuing the journey even when you cannot see the destination, and that kind of faith moves heaven. Because God does not ignore faithful hearts, he rewards endurance, patience, and trust. One day you will look back at this painful season and realize it was shaping your purpose. The rejection taught you strength. The loneliness taught you wisdom. The waiting taught you patience. And the struggle taught you dependence on God. Sometimes God allows the battle because he knows the future version of you will inspire millions. Your pain has purpose. Your struggle has meaning. And your current chapter is not the final chapter. Stop speaking defeat over your life. Stop saying I can't do this anymore. Stop believing the lie that nothing will change. Words have power. Speak life over yourself. Say, my story is changing. Say, God is working for me. Say, my breakthrough is coming. Because faith begins when fear ends, and the moment you start trusting God more than your circumstances, everything begins to shift spiritually before it appears physically. God specializes in impossible situations. He can open doors nobody can shut. He can restore broken hearts, heal damaged lives, rebuild lost dreams, and create miracles where there seems to be no way. People may see your weakness, but God sees your potential. People may focus on your failures, but God focuses on your future. Never underestimate what God can do in one moment. One blessing from heaven can change years of suffering. Maybe you have been waiting for answers for a long time. Maybe you are emotionally exhausted, mentally tired, and spiritually drained. But this is not the time to quit. This is the time to hold on tighter to God, because the breakthrough often comes when you least expect it. Suddenly opportunities appear, suddenly healing arrives, suddenly doors open, suddenly your entire life changes, and what looked impossible becomes reality through God's power. Do not compare your journey with others. Some people bloom early while others bloom later. But late bloomers often create the greatest impact. Your timing is unique, your calling is unique, and your path is unique. Trust the process God has designed for your life, because comparison steals peace, but faith restores strength. You survived battles that should have destroyed you. Think about that. There were moments you thought you would never recover. But somehow God carried you through. That alone is proof that your life still has purpose. If God brought you this far, He is not going to abandon you now. Your survival is evidence that your mission is not finished. Sometimes God breaks your plans because His plans are bigger. Sometimes disappointment is actually divine protection. And sometimes what feels like a delay is actually God saving you from future pain. Trust Him even when you do not understand, because understanding can wait, but faith cannot. The next chapter of your life will confuse the people who counted you out. They saw your struggle, but they did not see God preparing your elevation. They saw your tears, but they did not see heaven fighting for you. And soon the same people who ignored you will witness the transformation God brings into your life. Your current situation is not your permanent identity. You are not your failures. You are not your mistakes. You are not your past. You are a child of God with purpose, value, and destiny, and no amount of pain can cancel the calling God placed upon your life. So today, don't quit. Don't lose faith. Don't walk away from your purpose, because God is closer than you think. Miracles are closer than you think. Healing is closer than you think. And the story you thought was ending is actually about to begin again in a powerful way. One prayer can change everything. One opportunity can change everything. One moment with God can change everything. So keep believing, keep moving forward, keep trusting, because your breakthrough is on the way, and one day you will tell your story not with tears of pain, but with tears of gratitude, saying, I almost gave up, but God changed my life. If you believe God is working in your life right now, type Amen in the comments, share this message with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to the channel for more powerful faith-filled messages, because no matter how dark the night becomes, remember this truth. God is about to change your story.